Okay, guys, I know it's been a little minute before I post a particular video. I was kind of working on a lot of other stuff and had some changes going on and all. But I'll make sure I end up posting videos a little bit more consistently. Normally I post videos once a week, but this was kind of like the first time where it's kind of been over a month. It's been a very long particular time, but unfortunately with this particular video, it will be on elevate money, and it looks like there's trouble with this particular platform. Very disappointed. We had some trouble with Mainvest. Well, they kind of went out of business with the whole Synex Bank and Evolve Bank. I hope never they'll check the suggested video. Then you had here, which is a platform that allows you to, I think, invest in vacation rentals. Still haven't got the money back from there, but Elevate Money was allowed you to invest in commercial real estate with a consistent dividend. The whole thing about them, paying dividend consistently, blah blah blah, and they was doing paying dividend consistently until February, and that was the last time they end up paying dividend. I actually, a lot of times this stuff I don't really check them that often. Normally I test out these particular platforms. That's why you see a low amount of money, simply because they're new, and anything that's new, anything with investments, you want to track how to do over a longer time period. That's why I end up getting these different investment platforms and kind of test it out. And I want to say, guys, I'm very disappointed with how they're handling the situation and all of that. So they sent you an email back in February, and I'll show you what they end up saying. So this was the email that we received. It says, "Dear fellow Elevate Money shareholders, blah blah blah. This is the most important thing. We are writing to inform you that Elevate Money REIT's board of directors has decided to pause in the monthly declarations of dividend effectively as of February 1st, 2024." They end up, giving you, going into a little bit more detail. They trying to pretty much was saying in 2022 we've seen a huge rise, and then 2022 to 2023 interest rates rise substantially, and then now like the value of the pricing and stuff is off per share or something like that, and they seen a decline and mentioned something about volatility and stuff, but I'm not really buying all that. And it says, in effect, to preserve capital, the declarations of dividends will be paused until further notice. So to me, basically what I'm saying, it seems to me that they're having some type of financial problems, which is why they can't pay out the dividend. I don't know whether they, took out loans on. I don't exactly know what happened, behind the hood. But all I know now is you're not receiving dividend, and of course, they're not allowing you to sell the particular share, so your money is pretty much stuck with them, and you're not end up getting any particular dividend. To me, this kind of stuff, especially if it's a REIT, it shouldn't be allowed. But let's say then they gave you an update. Let's see when this was, in April 4th, where they were saying, hey, like Family Dollars, a lot of Family Dollars has been closing. Some more 7% of, include 7% around the first 6 months for 2024. Blah blah blah, and we don't necessarily know whether, because one of the companies inside the REIT was Family Dollar, and you end up, they renting out the area, whatever, and the ones that they have mortgage was supposed to be until, yeah, the lease was supposed to expire 2026, but they don't know if it's going to expire early. That's what they claim. So they kind of just decided to pause it and not, but tech still, as of now, the company, to my knowledge, Family Dollar, is still paying them out rent. So that means that we should still be getting dividend until, like, if they wasn't, they're still receiving money from the tenant from Family Dollar. So why isn't it like at least 90%, according to like how the REIT rule, still getting to investors? But that, to me, that's kind of like real shady. And plus, underneath the REIT, the other one they have is the Shell gas station. The Shell gas station has nothing to do with that. They're still getting the money from the Shell gas station as well, but they're not distributing it to investors. And not only that, they're not even certain the when will this continue. I mean, how long will this be? Yeah, it says effectively no, blah blah blah, February, in an effort to preserve the declared dividends will be paused until further notice. So I mean, when I kind of see stuff like this, to me it's definitely not looking good. Even if it definitely seems like they're having some type of financial problems, hopefully, like it could suggest potential bankrupt in the future, especially when they start locking up capital. I always find it very interesting how they'll allow you to invest more money, but currently they're talking about, they're having capital problems and they're not paying out dividend, but they will definitely take your move. Hey, we have some more. You can just kind of invest more money here. I think that's kind of like, I mean, I don't think this stuff should be, ethical, simply because they can't even tell you when. And I actually end up calling them, sending them an email, and the information that they gave me to me, it's not acceptable for me. I would like more guidance of exactly, okay, what's happening and when will it be kind of fixed. Not until further notice, because a whole year can go by, so they can still be collecting rent from Shell and Family Dollar. Which, oh, let me actually click so you can see when I'm referring to those two, because those are the properties that's in the REITs. It's the oops, it's the Family Dollar and the Shell. So this is the Shell and this is the Family Dollar. So those are the two in there. They're still collecting rent. So you telling me our money is kind of, it's not growing. It's kind of stuck there, and then they can, for a period of time, almost like who knows what. It's been at least, probably at least 5 or 6 months, where we haven't received any dividend. Our money is kind of stuck there, and they're still, getting money from the tenants. So it's kind of like, hey, what's going on? And they can't even put a time frame on like when you're going to get your money. I think this is kind of like, it's kind of really ridiculous. Um, yeah, guys. So they were doing good 2022, paying dividend consistently, for almost like 2023 would be a year, 20, so about a year and some months that they were kind of, doing good. And then all of a sudden, because in 2 years, 2 years would have, from what I read, would have been 2024 November, August, September, October. So yeah, but then the dividend actually stopped in February 17th. It's pretty ashamed that this situation kind of happened. It's definitely, not good. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated, but this situation, I think it's very concerning. Potentially what could happen is company could particularly be going bankrupt. We've seen a lot of other investing platforms kind of dwindle away. This is still a relatively new one as well. Very concerned. Your money's pretty much locked in. It's nothing that you can kind of do. Dividend, they can't even tell you when the dividend will be reinstated or when they will reassess the value of the property. They can't tell you any of this. And since February, so March, April, May, June, July, August, so 6 months has gone by and nothing. Like, it's kind of like, to me, kind of ridiculous and sad. Um, but that concludes this particular video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the situation. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to my channel.